please, it's very difficult for individuals to go and talk one-on-one with people on the street. But when a teacher covers a class of 60 students, can you imagine you're tapping that young mind to think right and to go across and tell people on the street that what you're doing is not right. You're not giving me a right environment to live in. You're making my city, my country dirty, and let them know what is right and wrong. Spitting is not allowed and not acceptable. I think the message will go out straight and to the right audience.
Hello and welcome to the podcast with Inspiro. Today we are welcoming a Pune-based couple, Raja and Preeti, and their 4-legged daughter, Kara. So they are here on a tour, a country tour, with an initiative, with a campaign of no spitting. Welcome sir and welcome ma'am.
So thank you.
We wanted to know about your campaign, what all things are going on and how did you started with this? Yeah, please.
You want to start? Ladies first.
Yeah, hi, I'm Preeti and here's Raja. We are here from Sare Jahan Se Acha Foundation, Pune. And as you said, how it started, I think it started with, the feeling of remorse to see someone spitting in a public place and you not being able to do anything. And that feeling of helplessness was horrible. Why I can't do something? It's a habit, it's a hygiene habit which I need to rectify. I can't expect somebody else to rectify it to me or tell me that कि ये मुझे नहीं करना चाहिए. And why should someone tell me? एक समय आता है ना बचपन में जब हमें सिखाया जाता है अभी ब्रश करो, ऐसे चलना चाहिए, ऐसे बैठना चाहिए, बट उसके बाद मम्मी भी नहीं बताती है, कोई नहीं बताता है. तो स्पिटिंग इज़ लाइक दैट. आपको जो सिखाया गया बचपन में हाइजीन हैबिट्स वो आपको कंटिन्यू करना है और सार्वजनिक स्थान पे हमें थूकना ही क्यों है. तो वो जो फीलिंग थी ना, तो उसको हमें बाहर कैसे सबको बताएं, एक टीम बनाना है, किस तरह से बताना है, तो ये सब मन में जब आने लगा, सो वी थॉट वी शुड टेक इट फॉरवर्ड एज अ मूवमेंट. एक प्रोजेक्ट की तरह हमें उसे अपनाना चाहिए. सो दैट्स हाउ इट स्टार्टेड एंड इट केम अंडर द अम्ब्रेला ऑफ सारे जहाँ से अच्छा फाउंडेशन एंड एज अ प्रोजेक्ट वी टुक इट फॉरवर्ड.
What all things were going on? How did you plan with the things? What all route you wanted to go and all? So yeah, please.
So I think I'll hand over to Raja because he's been the major, his vision and his planning has been a major role to play in all this. So Raja will be apt to reply about this.
So it was around swine flu time, that is 2009, when Pune was considered the swine flu capital and started putting together. And sometime in 2010 we launched this campaign which is called Spit Free India campaign. Of course, swine flu was one trigger, but if you see the statistics, India has got the maximum number of tuberculosis cases, both in terms of active cases, also death. For the wrong reason, we are somehow in #1 position, which shouldn't be. And every year we get reports saying so many people died because of tuberculosis, and those were certain trigger points. Yeah, but how do we get into the field and tell people? It's not that easy. And in India, if you see, micro correction for a problem is extremely difficult. So anything that you do, it has to be at a macro level. So a campaign is something that we thought of, and since we belong to Pune and Pune is also known for a lot of good activism, we thought why not we get people, particularly students from schools and colleges, and and involve them in the activity. And we also knew that to correct a habit which is been there for a long time with an adult is not that easy, because the immediate resistance and revolt and not accepting the change comes in. So we thought we will address this through students, and that's how our campaign started in 2010.
So yeah, I guess you need to be very much humble while addressing people and initiating such things. So you don't want to hurt the sentiments and all, right? With the aggression and all. So yeah, it must be a tedious thing to convince people about things, right? So how did you approach the students, and what are things you have taught them that you need to approach them this way and talk to them this way in the city? And yeah, please.
So we have a PPT which is around a 20 or a 25-minute session which we take to the schools. So we have around a network of around 150 schools which we are connected with, and we target students from class 6 and above. So we request the school to give us a time slot, and when we arrive there, we have a volunteer group that goes and takes the session. So we tell the children, our main focus is like it's a question answer session. We take them through the program, and then we tell them that when you say something with a smile, does that work better? Or when you get angry and you dislike something and you tell them with irritation, does that work better? So definitely they grab the idea of telling with a smile. Children have a lot of ideas too. Once the discussion opens up, they have so much to talk about this, and they have so many questions like, why is it happening in our country? Why is it that people don't want to stop? We do a lot of brainstorming with them. And of course, we tell them that speak with politeness, be respectful, and say it with a smile. People will listen to you, and nobody will refuse a child. So there'll be no ego clash when a child is going to tell you. So far it's been fantastic. All our campaigns, whether it is wall painting or whether it is doing a Nukkad Natak on the street, and while the Natak is happening, there are children going around talking to individuals. It's always been smooth, it's always been comfortable, respectful, and acceptable even by the authorities. The corporation is hand in hand with us when we are doing these campaigns. So they also love it when the children carry the message.
So again, wanted to ask you about your first day with the campaign. How did it went? What are the responses you received?
Yeah. There were a lot of small campaigns that we did, which is more area specific. But the biggest one that we did was sometime in 2016 when we did a wall painting of a particular platform, railway platform wall in Pune, which was a roaring success, and that was a kind of a trigger point for many people, those who participated, mainly again children from schools and colleges. And we did a wall painting of about, I think about 180 feet, bordering the main road and the railway platform. And that's when the momentum picked up, and people wanted to know what are our next activities, so that they enjoy. And of course, we have done several activities after that. So that was, I think, something that really triggered very well.
Yeah, and it was involving not only adults. There were children who were painting. There were corporates who were there. There were people came with the entire family. But as you said, what had been the point which got us dejected or very angry was that the wall was painted, everything was fine. The railway authorities were very happy about it. But few months down the line, when volunteers were passing that way, or whenever we went to the station and had a look, people began to again spit on the wall. So it was about the law is there, but the order was not being maintained. So we definitely found authorities wanting, and they were lacking in the supervision part of taking that message across to the passengers that spitting is not allowed, or we are going to fine you, or you will be penalized for doing something which is wrong. That definitely we found lacking.
So so wanted to ask you about your routes. How do you select your routes? What are the things you started with?
For the drive that we are doing?
For the drive.
Okay.
So for about 10 years, we have been focusing only in Pune, because that's where we live and that's where our strengths are, that's where our friend circle, our patrons, but during COVID, everything came to a halt because we are not able to go out. It's all virtual, and this is something that you can't address virtual. You have to be on the street to tell people that what you are doing is wrong. So from a Don't Spit campaign, we moved it to say that please tell others not to spit. So how do we do it? Once we saw that the situation is becoming normal and the lockdown is being lifted, sometime in the month of March this year, we did a Maharashtra tour where we went through the entire coastal area. At all important towns, we stopped. We talked to the local people. All very quick, few minutes discussion, and then we take some pictures, and then we keep moving ahead. Then we came to tourist spots within Maharashtra like Mahabaleshwar, Panchgani, and these spots where we stayed there and we talked to various communities. For example, the rickshaw stand communities, the taxi operators. So everybody was really surprised, and they gave us a very positive response, saying what you're doing is absolutely right. Even we don't realize when we are spitting. So henceforth, we will be your message carriers. We will be your brand ambassadors to tell people, please don't spit, because they interact with people from all kinds of people, and people sitting inside the taxi, they spit outside. So it was a fantastic kind of activity that we did. And immediately when we were planning for a trip towards down south, the lockdown phase 2 started, wave 2 started, and everything came to a halt. Once again, phase 2 was stabilizing. Then we moved around Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. Then we came back to Pune. Then we went to Madhya Pradesh. We came back, and then we started our Gujarat and Rajasthan drive, and that's how we are in Udaipur today. So the route is more or less decided till at least the end of this year, December. And once we go back, we go around Andhra Pradesh, then Telangana, then Orissa, then we go to Bengal, and then we come back via Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, and back to Pune. So that's how we are planned till this end of the year.
And the best part is the vehicle itself has all the messages around it.
Yeah.
So when we are passing the areas, people can read the message. So if any state has any law that you can't interact, you can't collect people and do a campaign, I don't need to collect people. If the vehicle stops at a chauraha, it stops at a crossing, it's enough for people to read and understand what message we are spreading. There are people who may laugh at it, and there are many who react and tell that they are trying to tell you not to spit, don't laugh. So you suddenly see those reactions, that some who find it funny, some who take it very seriously. There are cops, the police who are giving us a thumbs up sign. So it's a beautiful mixed reaction. And I think we can write about it, the kind of reactions we get from men, from women, children getting excited to see a vehicle like that. So it's been quite an eye-catching experience for everyone.
So wanted to ask you about Kara as well now. So what are the things you have to manage with her while on tour, and then how good it is to her take out there and in public, and people coming to her and patting her and then talking about the initiative and all.
Yeah.
So what are the things around Kara? Yeah.
So first would be, I will say, from our preparation angle, of course, we need to make sure that we take decent amount of stops to give her rest. We carry her food based on the weather, her kind of sheets and blankets and mattress I need.
Yes.
All that needs to be carried. And of course, her likes and dislikes, I need to make sure that everything is there in the car.
Yeah.
And she is not left behind with things and, looking out for her comfort. And of course, when Raja is driving, he's very particular about the speed.
Right.
And before we have started, and in fact, we have selected the locations we are going. Raja is particular. He starts looking for pet-friendly locations where we are going to be staying. Not only on Google or just by reading about it, we call them, we brief them. This is our pet's habits. She's a senior dog, and this is what we look out. Are you going to be able to help us with, the location? Can you give us a room which is on a lower floor? So once we've had a chat and we are comfortable with the responses, then we select that location or that hotel. And we don't leave her behind in the hotel. So wherever we are campaigning, again, she is with us. And along with the vehicle, she is our star attraction. Yeah. Even for children to be able to see a pet in the car, automatically there is a bond created, and children ask questions. One about the campaign, and two, she goes with you. Then how do you feed her? How do you take her for a walk? She doesn't bite. She doesn't bark. So there are very inquisitive questions that comes from kids. So it's nice. It's a kind of learning for, people who are watching and asking us questions, and we encourage children to ask questions. So it's been a great experience so far.
Yeah,
and by far, I think all cities have been pet friendly. The locations where we have stopped. Yeah. They've had good locations.
Yeah, and for me, I would say she is the speed governor.
Yeah.
So she makes sure I don't cross 80.
Okay.
The moment I cross 80, 85, I go up to 90. She is very alert. She probably judges that that speed is not right for her or even for us, and she sits alert. So otherwise she is just lying down and she is comfortable. But that's a kind of comfort factor we also have. Similarly, while on winding roads, uphill, downhill, she is very alert. She makes sure that I'm also focusing. So it's been pretty helpful.
Yeah. So wanted to ask you, like, you've been through many cities now, and so how do you manage the funds and the finances with these things? Yeah, please.
Yeah. For a campaign like this, to be very honest, there is no need for funds. However, there are good doers, and for example, the car needs to be designed, and it has to have visual communication. So we had to engage a professional agency, and when we told them this is the idea, they thought for a while and they said, we are going to do it for you. Right? Similarly, there are certain hotels where we go and we park the car and they look at it and they say, oh God, this is something new, and we have never had a guest like this coming in their car, which is which is a personal car and decorated like this. So they also think for a while, and when we check in, they upgrade us. So there are certain things which comes automatically because of the cost, and we have been pretty lucky, thanks to our stars probably, that we don't have to go and ask somebody for funds to do this kind of a travel, because we could have done this travel otherwise. Yes. Right? So, and it's only the fuel and the stay cost. Food anyway we eat, so whether it is here and there. So we enjoy doing this, and this is one way of spreading the message. That's what we feel. We have devoted time and effort for this. Not major resources are required. Of course, if it is a big movement kind of a thing, then it's a different story. Right now, it is focused at our personal level, and that's what we are trying to give back to the society.
So, ma'am, the disadvantages coming with spitting. Yeah. So if you can just tell the viewers about these things, like it is very normal thing, very basic thing that here and there people are spitting, and they don't actually recognize the things or realize the things that it can harm later the coming generation also.
Yes.
So how big is this thing? Yeah.
So disadvantages तो बहुत है.
Right.
एक नहीं है सिर्फ. So for many people, if you ask them कि spitting से आपको क्या लगता है, कोई बोलेगा बहुत गंदा लगता है, अनहाइजीनिक है, कोई बोलता है जगह गंदी हो जाती है. All this is the visual impact that we are seeing. But behind that spit is a कीटाणु, is a bacteria which is spreading the disease. एंड अगर आप देखेंगे हमारी दुनिया में मैक्सिमम डिजीज़ेस जो इस वक्त हैं, वो जो कंटेजियस हैं वो रेस्पिरेटरी रिलेटेड ही हैं. तो ये कीटाणु जब थूक से, किसी और के चप्पल, जूते से, हवा से, आपके खाने पीने में, आपके घर तक पहुंचता है, तो 1 से 10, 10 से 20 लोग बीमार पड़ते हैं. एंड उसका सबसे ज़्यादा रिजल्ट आप कोविड से ही देखेंगे. इसीलिए देखिए, हाँ, सबको आजकल पूरी दुनिया को मास्क पहनना पड़ रहा है. सो वो सलाइवा से ही स्प्रेड हो रहा है. और उसके अलावा इन्फ्लुएंज़ा है, स्वाइन फ्लू है, पेट की बीमारियां हैं. बच्चा स्कूल जाता है और पहले हफ्ते में ही छोटा बच्चा सर्दी खांसी लेके आता है, तो इट्स ऑल रिलेटेड टू द सलाइवा. बच्चे एक दूसरे की बोतल ले लेते हैं, खिलौनों पे हाथ रखते हैं बिना धोए. अब आप बच्चे को 24 घंटे तो हाथ नहीं धो पाते हैं, तो बच्चे जनरली सर्दी खांसी लेके आते हैं. तो अगर हम सलाइवा का ध्यान दें तो ये सब से हम बच सकते हैं. एंड बहुत एक इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ है जो हम मिस करते हैं. हम सब सोचते हैं कचरा है, कागज़, छिलका, पैकेट्स. कचरा, थूक भी एक किस्म का कचरा है, वो भी एक गार्बेज है. एंड दिस गार्बेज अगर आप हमारे सफाई कर्मचारी के एंगल से देखें, इट इज़ वेरी डिमीनिंग फॉर अ कर्मचारी टू गो एंड क्लीन समबडी एल्सेस स्पिट. मैं थूकूंगा और मेरी थूक कोई और जाके साफ करेगा. आई डोंट थिंक सो इज़ द राइट एटीट्यूड और द कल्चर वी आर सेंडिंग द राइट मैसेज टू आवर पीपल. आप दीवार पे थूक रहे हैं, वो दीवार को कौन साफ करेगा? कोई और इंसान ही करेगा. तो लोगों को सोचना चाहिए, एक नहीं 10 बार थूकने से पहले. अगर हम शराब पी के ड्राइव करना हमें मना है, तो पान तंबाकू खा के हमें थूकना भी मना होना चाहिए. आप खा रहे हैं अपने कंफर्ट के लिए, अपने बेनिफिट के लिए, अपने एन्जॉयमेंट के लिए, एंड आप स्पिट कर रहे हैं सार्वजनिक स्थान पे. वो इज़ नॉट राइट. आप जो चीज़ वॉशरूम में या किसी मिट्टी में या बालू में या साइड के मान लीजिए कोई स्पेसिफिक मडी पैच है उसमें जो कर सकते हैं वो आप मेन रोड वॉल्स और सार्वजनिक स्थान पे ना करें विल बी द मैसेज विच आई वुड से इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू स्प्रेड. एंड यू आर हैंडिंग डाउन दिस क्लीन एनवायरनमेंट टू योर चिल्ड्रन. सो आप इसे गंदा करेंगे तो आपके बच्चे हमेशा बीमार रहेंगे. एंड कौन चाहता है कि बचपन से ही दवाइयाँ खाएं और डॉक्टर्स को विजिट करें. जो चीज़ आपके हाथ में उतना तो हम कर ही सकते हैं.
और एक और चीज़, अगर ये रास्ते में जो हम लोग थूक रहे हैं, if we stop this, I'm pretty sure 50% of our respiratory related diseases will vanish. This realization has to be there with all of us. इसीलिए गाड़ी में जो हम लोग मैसेज डालें, it is also saying छूको मत, फूको मत. Meaning just think for the second. Don't do it. So that's how.
And अक्सर आप देखेंगे, आप किसी को अगर आप बोलते ना आप थूकते हैं, बोलेंगे नहीं मैं तो नहीं थूकता. तो फिर वेयर इज द बीमारी कमिंग फ्रॉम? व्हाई आर पीपल फॉलिंग सिक? सो अब स्पिटर्स से ज़्यादा जो लोग हैं मना करने वाले, दोज नीड टू इंक्रीज. वी शुड ऑल स्टार्ट रेजिंग अ वॉइस दैट आई डोंट लाइक इट, प्लीज डोंट स्पिट इन माई सिटी, डोंट स्पिट इन माई ऑफिस, डोंट स्पिट इन माई कंट्री. ये बोलने वाले आई थिंक नीड्स टू इंक्रीज मोर एंड मोर. लेट्स ओवर पावर द स्पिटर्स नाउ.
So we need to approach like authority, right? To tell them yes.
Definitely.
What I have observed or done the things is, कभी मैंने अगर किसी से रोका है, किसी को बोला है कि सर आपने आना तो या अच्छा नहीं लगता है और पब्लिक प्लेस है ना, और 2 या 3 तरीके के लोग मिलते हैं जो एक बार में या तो मान जाएंगे, दूसरे ऐसे होते हैं जब या तो आपको बोलेंगे कि आपको क्या करना है, वो चीज़ होती है. तीसरे ये होगा कि हर चीज की जो इश्यूज हैं, जो प्रॉब्लम्स है, वो सीधा गवर्नमेंट पे डाल दें. वो चीज है, ये जगह नहीं है, हम लोग खा रहे हैं, सरकार गुटखा बेच रही है तो हम लोग फूकेंगे, वो सारी चीजें. तो हैव यू फेस्ड सच पीपल? व्हाट आर थिंग्स यू टेल देम? कैसे मैनेज होता है?
यू आर राइट, एब्सोल्युटली राइट. हमारे जो एक्सपीरियंस है, एक तो जो बड़े बड़े गाड़ी में जाते हैं और जो ज़्यादा पढ़े लिखे हैं, इनके साथ आप जब बोलते हैं तो उनका एक इमीडिएट रिएक्शन होता है, तो आपको क्या, तो मैं टैक्स भर रहा हूँ, वो सफाई कर्मचारी है वो साफ करेंगे, तो आप क्यों इसमें बीच में? तो ये एक किस्म का रिस्पॉन्स है. समझिए लोअर इनकम के कोई वेंडर हो या हॉकर हो, जो भी हो, वो अगर थूकता है, उनको जब बोलते हैं आप ऐसा मत करो क्योंकि ये सही नहीं है, आपके लिए भी सही नहीं, दूसरों लोग, तो सोच के सॉरी बोलता है. एंड इमीडिएट रिस्पॉन्स फ्रॉम हिम इज सॉरी, आई वोंट डू इट अगेन. सो वी हैव गॉट दिस काइंड ऑफ अ सिनेरियो वेयर somebody who is highly, I won't say educated, literate, behaving in such a irresponsible fashion, and somebody who is illiterate, behaving in a responsible fashion. ठीक है, मैं गलती किया, मैं मानता हूँ, मैं आगे से नहीं करूँ. Now the approach here is, this is again our observation, जब वो आदमी, पढ़ा लिखा आदमी जो ऐसे कर रहा है, and if you are noticing that he is with 3-4 people, his ego is hurt. तो हमेशा हम लोग कोशिश करते हैं कि वो जब अकेला है उसको जाके समझाए. Then his response is positive and he appreciates and he keeps quiet. Okay, the moment he is in a crowd and he is with 4-5 people, then his ego is hurt. So we always tell the children who go and do these activities to make sure that आप प्यार से समझाओ, और दूसरी चीज वो जब अकेला है जब जाके समझाओ. Don't unnecessarily pick up a fight, because we are not going to gain anything by fighting, because we have to make sure that awareness increases. So this is the kind of reaction that we have got spontaneous. The third kind of people are, who are generally cribbing for everything, right? They are only worried about their rights, not their responsibilities. When I say they are not worried about their responsibilities, ये भी नहीं करेंगे कि मैं अगर उनको रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ कि आप प्लीज स्टार्ट दिस इन योर सिटी, इन योर टाउन, दैट टेल पीपल नॉट टू स्पिट, दे वोंट डू इट. दे आर हैप्पी कंप्लेनिंग, सेइंग नहीं वो गवर्नमेंट को करना चाहिए. गवर्नमेंट कितना करेगा? This is your responsibility, right? You are worried about your rights. First, bring that responsibility on top of your right. Then you see what changes will happen. Because we are silent, we are passive, we are happy looking at wrong things continuing to happen. We are in this situation where we are not able to correct. यही चीज़ अगर हम लोग 20-30 साल पहले हम लोग करते थे, probably things would have been different.
And मैं और एक पॉइंट जो आपने बताया कि जो लोग बोलते हैं गवर्नमेंट को कि पहले आप गुटखा और पान वगैरह बेचना बंद कीजिए. बहुत बच्चे हमें जब हम स्कूल में सेशन करते हैं हमें यही बोलते हैं, बट मैम दे आर सेलिंग गुटखा, दे आर सेलिंग पान, देन पीपल विल स्पिट. सो स्टैट्यूटरी वार्निंग आप लिख रहे हैं इंजूरियज टू हेल्थ जब स्मोकिंग के लिए, आप ये क्यों नहीं लिख रहे हैं कि इसके साथ आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है दैट यू विल बी पनिश्ड इफ़ यू आर फाउंड स्पिटिंग इन पब्लिक एरिया. एक और आप वार्निंग डाल के बेचना चाहिए. और दूसरी चीज़, लेट पीपल नो कि टबैको इज़ ग्रोन, इट्स अ कैश क्रॉप, इट्स अ वे ऑफ अर्निंग, द सेलिंग हैज़ टू हैपन. बट उसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि एज अ मैच्योर अडल्ट, एज अ मैच्योर इंडिविजुअल हम भूल जाएं कि हम वो खाने के बाद हमें करना क्या है. उसका ज़रूरी नहीं है कि हमने खाया तो हमें सार्वजनिक स्थान पे थूकना है. आप खाओ, स्पिट इन द राइट प्लेस, गो टू द वॉशरूम, ड्रेन इट अवे. एज आई सेड, मिट्टी हो, जहाँ सैंड पिट हो, आप वहाँ थूकें. एंड बच्चों को हम ये ज़रूर बोलते हैं कि आपको भी बर्गर पसंद है, आपको भी पिज़्ज़ा पसंद है, आपको फास्ट फूड पसंद है, क्या मम्मी आपको रोज़ देती है या आप रोज़ खाते हैं? नहीं. सेम चीज़ एप्लीकेबल है फॉर एन अडल्ट इन दिस. You may love your pan, you may love your gutka, but be a responsible, mature adult and please do it at the right place and at the right time. Don't cross, उसका उल्लंघन ना करें जो freedom आपको दी गई है. Don't cross those limits. And if you are living in a community, if you are living in a society, please think about the people who live around you. Your family, your friends, you are equally responsible when it comes to spitting and spreading diseases.
So as you were talking about government also, are you planning or have you talked to any government authority for taking this initiative, this campaign to a bigger level or mass level? Yeah.
In Pune, of course, the Pune Municipal Corporation helps us. We always partner and collaborate with them and work. हर एक event के लिए we are there. Even अभी October 2nd गांधी जयंती के लिए we did a big event for them where we did Nukkad Natak organized by students on a van which was decorated with messages, and that van used to move around different spots, park the vehicle, and they used to convey the message. So like this we keep doing it in Pune. At a government level, at a central level, other than tweeting, other than writing messages to Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, other than writing to Prime Minister of our country, we can't do much. So we are only hoping that through our actions and deeds, the media will carry out and this becomes a movement from a campaign. So we can't spread our tentacles everywhere. So this is our hope.
But as far as Pune Municipal Corporation goes, this vehicle where the children were performing was also provided by the corporation. So it was a PMC vehicle, their driver. So they knew the location. The permissions were taken by the PMC themselves. And the PMC gave us the authority because we wanted to put stickers at certain spots like food stalls, pan dukans, tea stalls where people generally like to stand, chat, spit, chew, things like that. So the content of that, the content in that sticker was approved by the Pune Municipal Corporation, which specifies that you're not supposed to spit, and if you are found spitting, there is a fine which can be collected. So we have a bunch of students who are doing internship currently with us. They are going around in those crowded and busy areas of Pune, and they are sticking those stickers so that along with just not verbal message, the written message is also flashed in places which are busy and business and commercial areas. So that program also is going on. And I know that our similar counterpart in Bangalore, they are doing the same thing. They have permissions in place and they are also spreading the message. And it is actually catching up. Yeah. We do have people who are doing it in Gujarat. They are spreading the message in their own way. But every city has their own set of problems. Yeah. So the volunteers are definitely doing their best to fight it and spread the message. And Bangalore, when we had done the drive, the Commissioner of Police has done the flag off. We had the DGP of Bangalore who did the flag off. So we have authorities who are joining in. and they are trying to reach the message across to the public. So now we are looking for responses now from the public also to reciprocate when the authorities are trying to give you the message. It's high time the public also reciprocates.
It can't be one way. There has to be a push and pull. Both factors need to be taken into account.
So, sir, what we are seeing is in any aspect, if you talk about the traffic things or other things, other rules and regulations, there are official rules and regulations made by the government, but the civilians, the local public don't know much about the things, their rights and all, right? So is there anything already made by the government, the laws and the rules and regulations already there in the records, and we don't know much about this?
Yeah. See, one is the rule, the other one is the awareness, right? Because we don't know the rule, you can't hide behind the lack of awareness and do certain wrong things. रास्ते में मुझे urinate नहीं करना है, नहीं मुतना है, it's a known fact. We can't defecate in the public, right? So same way you can't spit in the public. So इसके लिए बहुत एक कुछ awareness campaign करना है, ये जरूरी नहीं है. खुद को मालूम है जो थूक रहा है कि मैं गलत कर रहा हूँ. However, that is how we are. But there are laws, there are rules, particularly after COVID spread. Every state government has put in rules to say if you are found spitting in public, there will be a fine, right? And in certain places, apart from the fine, to name and shame that person, they are being asked to clean that space. तुमने यहाँ थूका, तो ये साफ कर दिया. So these kind of things, if it is done in a more elaborate way by the enforcement authorities, then probably it will pick up some momentum. So otherwise, it will take longer time. And ऐसा नहीं है कि हर चीज एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को ही करना है, आप और मैं भी कर सकते हैं. जैसे हम लोग we are spreading this awareness, every common man can be aware. saying तुमने थूका मत करो अगले बार से. So that awareness has to be there with the people who are passive spectators doing nothing. So हम लोग जब तक जागेंगे नहीं, तब तक these wrong things will continue to happen.
And I think Maharashtra government ने तो अपने syllabus, school syllabus में भी लेकर आए हैं, where hygiene is going to be part of their teachings in schools. So spitting has found its mention. No spitting has found a mention in school syllabus.
So I guess we don't need any written things for such things. Wow, these are basic rules or basic duties we need to follow and things, right? So, sir, what are you planning for the next days now? What are rules you will be following? What are dates, and so the viewers can know and can connect to you?
Sure. So we are in Udaipur. So we go to Baroda from here tomorrow. From Baroda we go to Silvassa and back to Pune. By 17th we are there. We take a 10-day rest. Then we move towards Solapur, Hyderabad, Vizag, Vijayawada, Bhubaneswar and Howrah, which is Calcutta. Then we spend few days there. Then on our return, we are yet to plan the journey, but it will be most likely we will touch part of Jharkhand, Ranchi, Chhattisgarh. Then we are back into Maharashtra, Nagpur, and then back to Pune. So this is how our schedule is till the end of this year. And if everything is okay, January, people say Delhi bahut dur hai, but we believe utna dur hai nahi. So maybe we will go and park our car in front of some government office where it will have a kind of good audience, and maybe we will convert it into a company. So that's what we are thinking.
And how people can connect to you? Is there anything, any phone call or any message service or any social media things you are doing?
Yeah, we have been active on social media right from our beginning days. We are on Insta, we are on Facebook. It's called Spit Free India Campaign. We are also on Twitter, but Twitter we are not that active, but we keep posting things over there. But these two, Insta and Facebook, we are pretty much active. Otherwise, on our website, which is spitfreeindia.info, we have our contact numbers and emails put up over there. But I think these two, social media itself is keeping us active. Recently, we have enabled a Facebook public group, which is called again Spit Free India Campaign, for more people to join and interact and get involved, because from a page which is not possible, we can do it on a group, and we are trying to give the responsibility to few MBA students who will manage this group. For example, conducting a poll, doing city-wise activities. So all these things are being worked out now, but that will be active in the next 2 weeks or so.
So we'll cover up this with a message. So, ma'am, both of you can give a message to the viewers. Ma'am, please.
So I have one very short and lovely message, and specifically to the teachers in our country, to all the gurus. Please, it's very difficult for individuals to go and talk one-on-one with people on the street. But when a teacher covers a class of 60 students, can you imagine you're tapping that young mind to think right and to go across and tell people on the street that what you're doing is not right. You're not giving me a right environment to live in. You're making my city, my country dirty. So I would tell the teachers, encourage your children to speak out. Let them not curb their voices. Let them be bold. Let them be frank, and let them know what is right and wrong. So if they pass on the message to the public that spitting is not allowed and not acceptable, I think the message will go out straight and to the right audience. No father, no uncle, no person on the road would like to leave behind a dirty environment or a dirty city or a country for their child. So a child is the right person to teach them a lesson, is what I feel. So teachers, just boost up, pep up, and get your children to be more vocal about this.
I will probably say something very philosophical.
Yeah.
We don't inherit this earth from our ancestors, but we borrow from our children. So ये चीज़ अगर ध्यान में रखते हुए हम लोग आगे बढ़ते हैं, it will be very nice. Not only for spitting, but including so many other wrong things that we do, littering on the streets, कुछ भी गलत काम कर रहे हैं. Just think about our next generation. So we are borrowing it from them, and when we go, we are going to leave certain things in a very bad shape. So we need to think about it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Signing off with our podcast, and as we have mentioned everything about this campaign, no spitting campaign, I would request the viewers to be responsible towards your things, be good with your duties, know about your rules and regulations, follow them religiously, and do your duties religiously. Thank you so much.